Photograph leaders, welcome back to my channel. We're back at Ogle. This is Ogle Airport Road. This is the Ogle Road. I'm looking south, now looking east. And that is the East Coast Highway, Rupert Craig Highway. They've closed this road for construction. I just came back here to see what progress they've made since the last time I was here, about a month ago. So it seems as if they're still working on this bypass. Remember yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, we saw that they were beginning to connect the East Coast Bypass Road at Eccles, so that Eccles interchange was beginning to get hooked up to the East Coast Bypass Road. It's Ogle. Over there is Prattville. Right, it's Corridor Park to the west of this street, and Prattville behind this. People are still arguing about whether this is Prattville 1 or Prattville 2. Anyway, so this is what's happening here on the East Coast. This is the East Coast Highway, and this is Ogle Road. So they've closed this entrance to Ogle Airport Road so that they could work on this bypass. And what they've done so far, so last time I was here, we walked this same path. The road was in the same condition, so not very much has changed. But what I can see that they've done is they started to put in a center divide. So they've put in a center divide. I'm going to show you this section between the East Coast Road, right? Between this East Coast Highway and the Train Line Road. So that's what we're going to do in this section of the video. Remember this building? If you go back to my first videos of Corridor Park and Prattville 1, you will see that this building was an abandoned residential home. Somebody seemed to have gotten possession of the property and have rebuilt it into this white building. This is it seems as if it's some kind of store, maybe a retail store, but it's this gray brick building at the entrance to Ogle Road, and this is what has been completed since the last time you've been here. So the last time we were here, we actually took a walk around that building, right? We looked inside that building, that abandoned building, and we basically walked along this street. But since then, it seems as if they've completed this. That's the laying of bricks on the western half of the road, and they've completed this center divide. It seems as if, by the shape of things, there's going to be a turning lane. So thankfully, somebody's learning to construct roads. There's going to be a turning lane based on the shape of this center divide as it comes off of the straightaway, and that allows the traffic that is turning east at the traffic light. So this is where you get to the East Coast Road intersection. So at that traffic light, traffic turning east will be able to take a right turn because of this turning lane that they're building. So that's good. These are all workers probably working on the road. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, approaching 8 o'clock in the morning, so I guess people will eventually get to work here. So what has changed is they seem to have completed, at least laying the bricks on this western half of Ogle Road. I think this condominium complex is also near completion. I don't think it's inhabited yet, but it's a multi-unit condominium that's being built here at Ogle Road. I think eventually this building will probably be bought up and turned into the same thing. There's an empty lot also next door. But this pile of sand, which hasn't changed, hasn't been moved since the last time I was here.
Distance 6 miles. Duration 1 hour 36 minutes 23 seconds. Pace 23 minutes 31 seconds per mile.
So that's the building we examined the last time we were here. And I'm saying this pile of sand, which seems to have been stable, fixed here since the last time you were here, that's probably going to be turned into the center divide and the road, the east half of this road. But this is what's happening here. Now they seem to have also built a side street. This is also what's going on here. So there is, I don't know when we're going to learn to build sidewalks, but this is the drain cover again that is undulating, so that's probably a trip hazard. Nobody with a wheelchair could use this sidewalk that they're building here. But I guess what they're doing is trying to accommodate entrances to residences such as this. Well, that's not the way to build sidewalks. And I hope they eventually learn in this country the importance of building consistent, smooth, flat, regular sidewalks. But anyway, guys, this is what's happening here at Ogle. They have made a little bit of progress on constructing this Ogle bypass road. It seems as if this shoulder is going to be a kind of service lane. I heard somebody use the term service lane on the last video. In the US, it's called a service lane. You see them on Long Island and I guess in New Jersey. The road that runs parallel to the Long Island Express Road is referred to, Long Island Expressway is referred to as service lane. But in Canada, those are referred to as collectors. Serve the same purpose. So this seems to be some kind of service road to give access to these homes, while it seems as if they're going to be 2-lane roads, a 4-lane highway into Ogle, connecting Ogle with the east bank at Eccles. Now, I'm not going to get all the way to Eccles interchange in this video, but hopefully in the next few videos I'll be able to show you what the progress has been made on the road all the way to Eccles from this point. It's probably 5 miles or more of road between here, this point, and Eccles, and it's going to take some time for me to cover that. But for now, this is what is happening here at Ogle Airport Road. They have covered the western half of the road, western side of the road with, that is the road between the East Coast Highway and the train line road. They've covered the western side of the road with rocks, and I think eventually after they've smoothed it out they can probably cover it with a cement road or asphalt. But this is what we're looking at here. Roadworks continue. I don't know what the schedule is for completion, but we will see a few updates, I believe, before it's finished, probably sometime next year. The highway is probably going to be a 4-lane road all the way to Eccles, meaning 2 lanes going south and 2 lanes going north, similar to the East Bank bypass road, which is now referred to as Heroes Highway. So in that sense, at least it's going to be consistent. But along the way, I guess it's going to cut a path through the back of Ogle, and we'll be able to see eventually the connection to the neighborhoods that have previously been hidden from view. All right, this is Ogle. On the other side, of course, of Ogle is good for acting. Now this canal runs parallel up the coast. It's a drainage canal. And just ahead of us, that's the east coast, the train line road. Here you have a train coming off of Ogle. Alright, it's Ogle coming out of the Ogle Airport. But this is the state of affairs here at Ogle on what is the 16th of October 2023. There is some progress, but not much. I guess at this pace, we're probably looking at a completion sometime in 2025. All right, so another year or so, we should probably be able to use this road to get south towards the airport, Timehri Airport. In other words, this road probably will be the fastest connection between Timehri Airport and Ogle Airport when it's completed. Still think there needs to be a train system, a train line connecting the airports in the city. Hopefully, if not this government, a future government will see the importance of doing that. Right, this is the entrance to Ogle International Airport, as it says there. And the road continues south. That's looking east on the train line road. On the weekday mornings, they usually turn this road into a one-way heading west into the city. So that's train line road looking west towards the city. And this is where we came from. So that's it, guys. That's what's happening here in this neck of the woods. Ogle Airport Road, also known now as the East Coast Bypass Road, is still under construction. Watch. And we'll be able to see more of it as time goes by. Want to see more content like this? Click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing economy in the world, Guyana. Later!